Howdy, my name's Allaryin, and that is a beautiful, beautiful sight. Since last episode, went mining with the turtle quite a bit. Wound up getting a good bit of diamond ore and ran it through the grinder and got 23 diamonds from that trip. So I'm up to 30, which means I get to spend diamonds on stuff. I think one of my priorities is going to be chunk loaders. I have 2 ender pearls, and I believe it takes... what is it? Ugh. World Anchor takes 1 ender pearl. So I am going... or it takes... I can make the personal anchor, which only fires whenever I'm online, but I have never, ever, ever seen an emerald yet. I don't think. It's possible that I've got it in ore form. Nope. I don't have any emeralds. So we'll go ahead and use diamonds on this. I'm going to make 2 chunk loaders, one for home and one for out at the out of the meadow that I made the portal out to. So yeah, I want to get this set up. So I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of bees out there and just be done with it. I'm not going to argue with the biome differences. So I'm going to put it way out there where it's definitely going to be good, and I'll be fine, and it'll be happy. So let's see here. Recipe for that. I need obsidian also. Okay. Obsidian? And let's go make 2 world anchors. Kapow. There we go. It's funny how they have aspects. Alright, we don't need that anymore, and we don't need that anymore. Alright, so the world anchors chunk load a 3x3 chunk radius centered on themselves. If I place the world anchor inside this building, I will... come on. I will chunk load these 3 chunks. This does not include my farms down there. It barely includes my machine building. It doesn't include the chickens. Because I'm kind of spread out. I really am. If I were to use both of these chunk loaders down here, I could get, this whole area with double coverage. In this area, or, I could get 3 here and 3 here or something, and that would be fine. But I do want to have it remote. So I think maybe it's worth more right now to go ahead and put the one right in here. Like so. Cute. I wonder what those ender pearls do. Don't tell me they changed the mechanics of this stuff here and make it fueled on ender pearls. That would sadden me enormously if that was the case. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened, because these don't normally have a UI. 0 hours. Huh. I wonder. Well, I guess there's an easy enough way to find this out. That is full! Look at that! And the steam engine is refusing to burn because the energy's full. That's awesome. What would be a good indicator of a way to test if... See, because those are full also. Ah, this is a good way to test it. What we will do is I will throw a bunch of bog earth in here. And we will take... We'll go ahead and take 2 stacks of bog earth here. Oh, I wonder if my steam engine overheated. We'll see. Did you overheated? I think it overheated. We need to whack it with the wrench. But that's alright. Alright, I've got 2 stacks of bog earth in here. I'm going to throw both of them in this machine, and then I'm going to book it out through the portal to the other end of the world, where we know for a fact chunks would cease to become loaded. Whoops, that's home. Wrong one. Come on. You. Let me through. Even the click to activate is slower. Am I lagging? See, I can place those. So I don't think that's the problem. I use this book. Haha! Awesome! Okay then. I wonder if... I just crashed this. Alright, let's fix this one in 1 second. Alright, let's try this again. Loading! Good sign. See, not all of those torches went up. The first one did, though. Now let's try to go through this book. Good sign. Alright, and I'm out here, where I had hoped to be. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that other world anchor here in this place. Man, I hope it doesn't actually consume ender pearls to chunk load. But I can sleep here with the creepy villager staring at me. And I'll wake up outside the building, apparently. Okay, so far, so good. I think... I wonder, do any of these guys sell emeralds? He sells glass. Don't be like that. Ooh. Beekeeper. Beekeeper, dude. You sell apiaries. Villager dude, you sell watermelons. You are the glass. Alright. Is that ogres? And spooky horse. Hello, spooky horse. So they hop around on fire. Guess what, buddy? Alright. Oh yeah, we wanted to cut down that silverwood tree, didn't we? I don't have an axe on me, though, do I? Nope. I wonder how long I should wait before I go back to see if that chunk was probably still loaded. Alright, well what I'm planning on doing is setting up some bees like right over here in this chunk where they can pollinate between those two trees. We have flowers. It's actually just... yeah, alright. So I'm gonna go get... did I talk to the purple guy? Purple guy sells emeralds in exchange for quicksilver. Huh. That could have given me those personal anchors, because I totally have enough quicksilver. I'm not going to retcon that, unless these world anchors are crashing the world. I'll stick with the decision to spend diamonds, but we'll see. Alright. So that worked fine. Spooky things make spooky noises. Portal back home takes me back home. Alright, and so almost none of that bog earth would have been placed if the chunk was not loaded. So let's see. Come out here, and that's almost none. So I'm wondering, that world anchor could very well not be chunk loading anymore. That's really, really disconcerting. I understand, balance-wise, why he might want to do that, but I'm starting to get kind of hacked off at some of his vision for game balance. He introduces something like this, and then... yeah. Alright, I'm going to stop, take a look at the wiki, see if I need to change plans. Yeah, so the fuel requirement is in fact enabled. It looks like it's not that big of a requirement. It's only one ender pearl for every 12 hours of operation, which is fine. That's good, because I don't run the server while I'm not in on this world. But that means I need to actively farm ender pearls to bootstrap this. Apparently it is possible to disable that during the, via config file, but I'm not about to tweak the config to turn on lazy mode. So we will just suffer with the non-functional chunk loaders for now. And actually, let's head out over this way. Is where I had set those other two apiaries up that I had acquired. And we will see if the bees out there became, you know, cultivated. I'm not holding my breath for it, but you never know. It has also been brought to my attention that it should be possible to breed everything in a, you know, starting with marsh bees. Just, oh, hey, look, there's ore up there. Oh, yeah. I also enchanted my orichalcum pick, and I got a stinking efficiency 4 on it. So no extra durability for this pick. It's gonna get used up and go away. But we just dug the ore to replace it, so I'm not terribly concerned about that. So we got a ton of forest bees and some frames. And we do have a common. See, look, I do 2 out here, and I get a common just fine. So the problem is I need common princesses, I believe. So we're gonna start breeding all of our marshy princesses with other stuff. The other thing that occurs to me that I probably should have been doing was setting up just putting some mycelium out there so I could have the mushrooms more reliably adjacent to the apiaries. But let's see here. So let's plunk those other 2 apiaries down. Like so. Actually, those are all really close to mushrooms anyways. What do we got? We got Rocky. Yeah, Rocky. Ooh, we got a cultivated princess. No way. Out of the... I think that was out of the Rocky and Marshy. Huh. That might be the super cultivated princess. Let's pop all of those in there. You in there. Okay, so common and cultivated. You 2 get a breed in one of these spots. The marshy drone goes away as well. We need to pull out marshy princesses. Let's see, do I have any other common? I don't... Okay, there's a common queen, but that's a common queen who can't hang out here. Let's see, marshy queen. Common drone. Common princess. Come on, we'll figure these out. Okay, yeah, I don't have any more marshy princesses. Okay, so that's 1, 2 beehives right there. This one, we'll go ahead and stick. Actually, you know what we'll do? We will try to breed Rocky drone there for that. So we'll see if those 2 breed, and we'll try those. So we'll see if that works. And look, it's raining. Awesome. The other thing we need to do is we need to make a bunch of frames. Doesn't really matter what kind of frames we use. Yep, sure enough, none of these can work in the rain. So that doesn't concern me too much. But do we have hostile? None of them are complaining about the hostile, so that's good. We need to get some bee squeezing, a centrifuge and a squeezer set up. So that is probably one of my priorities. The other priority is actually to set up some more energy storage, and I'm going to go ahead and make a quarry, because I'm sick of resources being a concern. We will take the quarry and we will use it to strip mine out in the slow mining age, and kind of ignore that penalty. We've also got to do something about these scorpion stingers. They are worthless to me, but I keep collecting them. I might just chuck them. I don't know at this point. Yeah, but energy crystals need to happen. Or frames for energy cells. So what I need to make is see, that right there is the total recipe that I need to make. And for that, I need to make those. So I need a bunch of lead. I don't know if oh man, am I short on lead? See, there's 7 lead right there, but I probably need a lot more. I did do a lot of mining, though. I've only got 3 lead ore there. Okay, so energy crystals will probably have to wait at this point. So instead, what we'll do is let's go ahead and build the centrifuge and a squeezer, though. So a centrifuge is just a sturdy casing, which is that bronze box, and some copper and glass. That's not a big deal. Squeezer is a similar recipe. It's another sturdy casing with tin. So we need to make 2 of those sturdy casings. There's some bronze, there's some copper, there's some tin. Let's get some glass and make those 2 machines. This will allow me to get all of the items, process all of that honeycomb that the bees are making me. Alright, the other thing that I'm going to go ahead and do, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to make a bunch of tin cans to hold the honey that comes out of the squeezer. We will use an aqueous transporter locator thing, the aqueous transposer. We will use one of those to pull the honey back out. Okay, so you can't see the sky. That is easy enough to fix if I can jump that high. You also can't see the sky. You can't see any mushrooms. You are in a hostile environment. Okay, so not surprising. I figured it was too good to be true. But we can take, and this one can't see flowers. So clearly there's mushrooms here, and clearly there's that. So I don't know what kind of flowers this particular queen wants. But these 2 can at least go there for now. Sure enough, hey, look, another hostile environment, and 1. Figures. Alright, but we've got a bunch of honeycomb, and we will centrifuge all of that. We've got power that we're going to run down from over there. So let's just place, for now, these machines. The centrifuge can go there, and the squeezer can go there. The centrifuge, neither one of them, yeah, okay, good. Just making sure I wasn't hallucinating, and neither one of those do require water or anything like that. But what we will need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 10 more conduit to get power out there. Because the next thing we're going to make is a way to analyze bees for their genomes so we can start being picky about the breeding. And I need to look in the right box to see if we have 1 conduit. So we need to make more conduit. Alright. Let's see if we have any. Let's go ahead and take those 3 lead and turn all of those into glass. And do I have any electrum? I have 4. I need to make 2 more. So, where's silver? Let's put some silver and gold together and get a little bit more electrum. Oh, hey, that was the low-yield electrum recipe. Awesome. Whatever. Oven off. Pulverizer. Go. We also need to put some obsidian in there. We also need to whack that with a wrench. It shouldn't have overheated. It really, really shouldn't have. Because it's supposed to just go into, I guess if it stayed running that long. But it should have been running... Oh, I know. I wasn't the only one running around here. My guest has been playing a little bit down here. My kid built her house up a little bit. She has a farm of sorts, and the house is taller. So that's what was happening. Server was running so she could play, and poor steam engine got filled up. It's interesting that it is outputting max juice. Yeah, see, bam, we're full now. So we don't want it actually running anymore right now. You know what we should do? We should set something up to shut this off forcibly when this is full, because it wouldn't be that hard to do. But really, this is so tight in here now. I have so many things just kind of twisty and around everybody that this is not an ideal layout. I need to set stuff up so we can get in and work on things. And for that, that's the plan for downstairs. But this should be done. We should have powdered lead. But the lead in there, we need to crush some obsidian. And that will give us the stuff to make the conduit to run everything else that we want to run. You don't go in the furnace. You go in the pulverizator. While that's running, the other thing that I want to do is, so my machine building is, of course, you know, a third the size of all of my machine setup here. That needs to be fixed. Additionally, I've got the downstairs area. I've been debating between making this upstairs area larger and just bailing and going downstairs. And I think I will do a combination. We will go ahead and extend some of those walls out to, you know, out to this far or something. Maybe make this, you know, give a staircase or a doorway here so you can actually go up to the farm from inside here. But other than that, I want to make a windmill. I think using a windmill would just kind of look cool, and it would be fun to have. Especially since I'm not going to be using that much bluetricity. So being able to siphon off some of that energy to make buildcraft power is definitely in order. So I need a place to set up this windmill. I don't want it right over here. I kind of want to put it right here. I just don't know where I'm going to extend this building out to. Maybe we will have something, I don't know. Let me think about that for a minute. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do with that building. I am going to acquire more sticks. we are going to see how many ladders I can make. I'm going to fail at making ladders, and I'm going to make ladders this time. $19. We are at 80, 81. That'll get it up to. That'll get us up to an operating height of 100. So that's probably not bad. So let's go ahead and plan on doing something like this. We'll see how hideous this looks. Pretty hideous. Thought was here that I could do sort of a slowly growing wooden tower here. I don't know if I like the way that looks. I don't know. I'll think about that a little bit more. This should be done now, though. Let's go ahead and make that. That's cooking good. You are allowed to cook that electrum. Ooh, do we have enough redstone in here? We are... wait. Okay. We don't need to make that much conduit after all. So that's good. Hey, we'll make an energy cell after all. Maybe. Look, 2 different kinds of electrum. Alright, we will just make one more batch then, because I had already partially made a batch. Okay, 11 is I think exactly how much I need. You know what, I probably need another batch. Let's just go ahead and make one more just in case. We can always use more. And we still have enough of that. And we barely have enough of that. Bam. 1 redstone over. Okay. Do I have the hammer on me? I do. Good. Yeah, I'm not sure how I like that. So let's see here. I deserve this. Okay. Yes, I dug under a farm. I should not be surprised that I hit dirt. Okay. Dirt. Dirt for the not being underwaterness of it all. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that actually connected those two. We will then do this here. And for now, you know, we're just going to go ahead and do it this way. Ah. Okay, that should actually be powering those machines now. Let's go ahead and give the centrifuge something to work on. These regular comb are the valuable ones. These mossy will probably turn into another, actually these rocky. Maybe I can use those. Oh, I can centrifuge, yeah, 25% chance of drop from the rocky. Whereas a 90% chance of drop from the centrifuge, or from the mossy, and of course the regular honeycomb have a, I guess they also only have a 90% chance. Either way, you guys, be those centrifuge head. Do we have power out here? We do! It's slow, but that's okay. I don't mind. Alright, this is the first step of the master plan. Because we know that the energy is connected, I'm going to go ahead and just close that up for now. No, do not dig that out. Actually, yes, do not dig that out. That would be horrible. We will just leave that. It can be all sneaky pipes. That's really, really slow. Okay, so with that, I can make a beealyzer. The beealyzer is a little handheld tool that takes tin, redstone, and a diamond in the carpenter, and that will help me to analyze my bees. It uses little honey drops to do that, so we don't actually have to squeeze the honey, but it costs 1 drop per bee analyzed. Or we can just set up an analyzer block, which is a machine that can be used to automate the process. I think for now we will go ahead with the handheld beealyzer and not make it into the standalone block just yet. I want to be able to chunk load and all of that first before I worry too much about that sort of thing. So I need 1 diamond and some tin. I think it said. Let's take some tin. You guys can go in there. And actually we do need some redstone. And some regular old glass. I think my daughter took all of the glass panels that were in here, because I knew I had some. Okay. So we should be getting some honey drops out of that. Those will allow us to analyze our bees and figure out what genes they have so we can more scientifically plan the breeding instead of just throwing, why isn't that working? Carpenter recipe. Thank you, Boggarth. We will get a beealyzer. Eventually. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright. And that's back to unprogrammed. We've got that bog earth that can go in there as well. So let's see if we got any honey out of the centrifuge yet. Yep, honey drops. So we have 3 of those, and we had 3 queens of interest. So let's beealize those queens. So we stick the common queen in, and she has common meadows. Uses flowers, yeah. Normal, normal. At least shows some of those. That's interesting. Yeah. Just shows that was a common meadows hybrid. The cultivated one is cultivated. Got a pure cultivated there. Interesting. Yeah. So that's a pure cultivated bee. So that's actually really nice. Because we want strains of those, but it makes sense why that wouldn't be able to grow here. This one, oh, this was part tropical. It's interesting. I thought the tropical... Oh, but it's probably wanting tropical flowers, which are the tropical flowers are ferns, or vines, I believe. So we need to dig some of those out. But we're getting some of this stuff here. And now that those are analyzed, And we know what they are. We could actually put them back in the bee box too, because it's pretty easy to identify the cultivated ones, or the, the analyzed ones that way. Actually, you know what? We will take... Can I use these to make a... no, I can't. Okay, I cannot use those to make the box. So we have to use these to make the box, but we will. We'll go ahead and make another box, one for an in box and an out box. So where are the bees that we know about? Alright, there we go. Let's see. We will get... What is the requirement? The recipe for the bee box? Should be just, yeah, okay. It's just a box with some glass on top. Glass. No spare boxes, no spare boxes. And any of the regular hives, there we go. Okay, so we have that. That's good. One thing about the beealizer versus the analyzer, so the beealizer lets you see the detailed screens about the little critters. We need to make those frames. We need to make lots and lots of those frames. The beealizer can go in there. Honeycomb can go in there. Unanalyzed bee. And analyzed bees. It does share some of the beekeepology between these. Alright, so that's progress on that. Let's go ahead and make some frames just so we have them. And right now I don't have the infrastructure to set up. See, I need to make 1, 2, 3 times 3. I need to make 9, but I don't have that many. We will go ahead and make the 8 that I have the sticks on hand for. So, oh, I guess I do have 9 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Erase that horrible recipe. Yay, things that don't stack. But this way, when we eventually start running these again, we will actually have... Oh! Somehow, we succeeded in breeding the ability tolerances out of rocky bees. Awesome. This is why the blind breeding is just kind of pointless. You need to know what on earth is going on to get anywhere with this. So, you... Did it spit the bee out? It did. Get back here. You, give me more honeycomb. Honey. That was unnerving. Queen. Okay, this is rocky tropical. And sure enough, the humidity, it can handle arid. For some reason, tropical, that can handle arid, but not... That's really, really unnerving. So another bee who can't do anything for us here. Let's see here. Common. No, that common we know probably can't do anything. Let's take... We don't have any. Good way of getting these, do we? Marshy, rocky. We should have a queen box versus a drone box, probably. This maybe none of them can actually live in this environment anymore. All of these bees need a different biome. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to analyze this particular queen as well. See, that's common, but again, she's got the temperature tolerance, but no humidity tolerance, because that's the one that I care about. Let's see if there's anything else in here that we could... See, marbled. Look pretty boring by themselves. So, yeah. Beekeeping on hold. Especially since, well, yeah, beekeeping's on hold.